Hey everyone, this is Chase at Rocky Mountain ATVMC giving you a closer look at the dry duffel bags from Tusk. All right everyone, thanks for tuning in, and today we are really excited to talk to you about the new dry duffel bags coming from Tusk. A lot of you out there know we do a lot of adventure riding here at Rocky Mountain, and we have spent a lot of hours in research and development with these bags to get them to function and perform exactly how we want them to. And I'm going to tell you right now, we have logged thousands of torturous miles on our ADV bikes, putting these things through the torture test to make sure that they are going to hold up to the abuse that we know riders are going to put them through, and we are very happy with the end result. You're getting a very high quality bag at a very good price point. So we're just going to go through, we'll talk about construction, we're going to talk about sizing. As you can see, there's 4 different sizes up here, including our tent pole bag. And then to finish it off, we're actually going to go out, show you a bag on a bike, show you how we like to mount these up, and just give you a good idea of what size bag might be best for the type of riding that you're going to be doing, how long you're going to be out on your rides, and also when it comes to bike size as well. So first, let's talk about construction. So as you can see, all the bags on here, they are roll top closure. They are made from a heavy duty vinyl, which makes them 100% waterproof. You also notice too that the seams, these are high frequency welded seams. So not only does that make them waterproof, but also that adds great durability to the bags as well. Now, one thing I want to talk about, because this is important, we've used a lot of different vinyl bags over the years. And what we found is that sometimes when you have a vinyl bag that uses a lesser quality vinyl, well, in cold conditions, what will happen is that vinyl will become hard and stiff, becomes more difficult to use, and is more prone to cracking. So to avoid that entirely, we make sure that we're using a nice heavy-duty vinyl on these. Also, one other thing I do want to point out, with the medium and the large, the 2 largest bags up here, you will notice here on the front, you actually have this quick twist release valve. So being a roll top closure, they're going to be airtight, so when you're rolling these up, especially with the larger bags, when you got these things just stuffed full, it can be a little bit difficult sometimes to get the extra air out of there. So what you do with these valves is you just open these up, roll the bag down, get it nice and tight, press it down on it, and that will help all that extra air escape so you don't have any additional volume. And then you just tighten it right back up, and as you can see, it keeps the bags nice and compressed, so it's going to help minimize your space that you have on your bike. So that's how these are all constructed. Last thing too, I do want to point out, you do have some pops of reflectivity on all of these. That's just a little added safety feature when it comes to street riding. Now, we'll take the 2 smaller bags and the tent pole bag. We'll talk about those first, then we'll get the 2 large bags up here, and then we'll go talk about installation. So before we talk about the first 3 bags on the table, I just want to point out it's important to keep in mind there's a lot of different factors when it comes to choosing what adventure luggage setup you want to run. You got to consider your bike size, the setup that you have right now, if you have maybe just a top rack or a top rack with pannier racks, also what you're going to use the bags for, and how long you're going to be out for your ride. So just a couple things to consider as we talk about these. So first 3 bags, we have the extra small, we have the small, and then we have the tent pole bag. So the extra small and the small, really going to be ideal for your shorter, maybe day rides, maybe an overnighter, or for riders that are probably running a rackless system. These 2 bags will be a great addition to that. So with these, I just want to point out too, a little bit more simple in their design. When you compare these to the medium and the large, you'll notice you're just going to use the actual roll top as your handle. You're not going to have any compression straps, so pretty simple bags. Again, same construction as the other 2. You also notice too, with the extra small and the small, you've got some additional webbing here in the front as well as on the sides to help secure these down, or maybe attach some additional items on there if you do want to. And I want to point out too that one difference here on the small is that you actually have this zipper pocket right here in the front. So with the small, you're 22 liters of capacity, and then with this extra small, you're going to be 10 liters. And the other bag up here is our tent pole bag. This is actually very convenient for riders that are going to be doing an overnight trip, maybe multiple day trip. If you have a bag setup where you can fit your tent in there, but the poles are going to be too long, these are awesome. You can put your tent poles in there. Again, this is roll top closure. You can see it comes with Velcro straps, so you can secure this to your bike. Very easy to do. You can put on top of your pannier racks, on top of your bag. There's a lot of different variations that you can use this for. Another nice use that we found for the tent pole bag actually is for canned food. You can take a couple items of canned food, put them in there, roll it up. It's just a nice, easy way to store some extra food with you for your journey. So again, that's the extra small, the small, and the tent pole bag. So now we have the medium and we have the large on the table. So with these 2 bags, think of your larger adventure bikes and your longer rides. So 3 to 5 days, your multiple week rides. You know, those times when you want to get as much gear as possible, that's what these are really tailored towards. So we've got the large, 44-liter capacity. As you can see, this thing is a monster. So think of your largest adventure bikes out there, your 1200 GS, your KTM 1090, your 1190. You know, when you're wanting to get as much gear for, say, even a multiple week ride, this would be an awesome bag to have. Now, there are a couple differences between these two bags and the smaller versions that we just showed you. I want to point out real quick. You'll notice that instead of having that roll top as your actual handle, you have this handle that comes up with the top. You've got Velcro here. Also, you've got compression straps that come over the top. With these larger bags, it's really important we want to be able to cinch these down as much as possible. So it's nice you have the compression straps at top. You'll notice too that with the roll top, when you buckle that down, instead of the buckle coming up over the top, it actually comes right down on the side here. So again, that's the large 44-liter, super big. Now with the medium, you're a 33-liter capacity, and for us, the medium really hits the sweet spot as far as sizing goes. For the type of rides that we do, we're typically between, say, 3 and 5 days. And this bag, along with some pannier box or a pannier rack system or pannier bags, really gives us plenty of storage capacity for those rides that we like to do. So we ran this on our DRZ 400s, our DR 650s, even our 450Ls. So this bag really is very versatile. And you'll notice too that with this bag, yes, your tent poles will fit in here, so you don't need the tent pole bag if you have the medium. But again, 33-liter capacity, for us, this bag really hits the sweet spot. But now, what we want to do is actually go out, we'll show you these bags installed on bikes, just to give you a good idea of what size bag might be good for each bike. All right, so I've got this 690 right here. I've got the medium tail bag. Now keep in mind the medium and the large tail bag, they're gonna install the same way on a top rack. So we've got this paired up with our Tusk top rack, the Tusk pannier racks, and we've got our pilot bags from Tusk as well. So you just set the bag on top. Now keep in mind all the bags from the large all the way down to the small, they will come with these straps. You'll actually have 2 of these. So that way what we do is we take it, we put one on each corner of the top rack. When we strap it down, we actually loop it through the D-rings that come included, and then we just use those, cinch it down nice and tight, and as you can see, that thing is on there nice and sturdy. It's not going anywhere. So for the medium and large, install the same way. But now we're gonna get to a smaller bike and show you how we put on the small and the extra small bag. So now I've got the small bag here installed on this Honda 450L. So pretty similar setup. We've got the top rack. We don't have any pannier racks on here, which is fine, or you can run this even with a rackless system. So all you're gonna do is put the bag on here. The way we like to set it is going the same direction as the bike. And you take those straps that come included, same thing, go to each corner, and then what we'll do is actually route these underneath the nylon webbing that you have on both sides, crisscross them on the top, cinch them down, and that's how we install the extra small and the small bags on smaller bikes. All right, everyone, thanks for checking out the spotlight on the new dry duffel bags from Tusk. Again, if you're looking to add some high quality luggage to your dual sport adventure touring rides, but also at a great price point, you definitely got to check this stuff out. If you have questions or comments, leave those below, and to pick up yours, you can just click on the link or head over to RockyMountainATVMC.com. Orders over $75 ship free, and also make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel because we have a lot of great videos. If you want to see how we like to pack for our adventure rides for 3 to 5 day rides, watch those videos. We also document our adventure rides where we actually map out the routes so you guys can do them as well. I'm Chase. We'll see you on the trails.